What's up? This is Jake with Hike 734, and today I'm going to try and sort through the really confusing shuttle systems surrounding and inside of Glacier National Park. The first one we're going to talk about is the National Park Service's free shuttle, and that operates between Apgar and St. Mary. That's only on going to the Sun Road, but it is a free shuttle. Sometimes it can get a little bit crowded in the summer, and make sure that you pay attention to when it starts and when it stops. If you're going to be coming in after Labor Day, for example, you probably aren't going to be able to ride the shuttle because I think that they're already closed by then. So I'm going to go ahead and with all of these, they're going to be linked inside of my blog. So if you're watching this only on YouTube, make sure you check out the blog link below, and then that'll go ahead and take you to all of these different ones. The second one that we're going to talk about is Xanterra, who runs the Glacier Park lodges inside of the park. And they run a shuttle that's $10 per person that runs between St. Mary and Many Glacier, and then and vice versa. And once again, there'll be a link for that so you can go ahead and see what their times are and those sorts of things. Then the next one is by Glacier Park Inc., or GPI, and they run an Eastside hiker shuttle that goes all the way from East Glacier in the south all the way up into Waterton. There's two caveats. One of them is if you're hiking Cut Bank, they only bring you to the road, only to the edge of Cut Bank Road. You actually have to figure out how you're going to go that 5 miles, whether you're going to hike it in or if you're going to hitchhike. And usually hitchhiking is not a bad idea, just because there's a lot of people that do actually drive in and out of there, or at least just enough to go ahead and get you to the trailhead. But be aware that you might have to walk 5 miles on a dirt road to get in there. The other caveat is the only way that you can actually go into Canada via the GPI shuttle is if you're planning on coming back out on that same shuttle, or at least on GPI. If you're planning on getting shuttled in there and then you're going to go ahead and backpack and come back into the United States, you actually have to use another shuttle service that is called the Waterton Outdoor Adventures. That is a call service you have to call in. That's $20 to go ahead, and that's $20 Canadian to go ahead and use that service. So if you're going to do it, you need to have a little bit of planning and get a hold of them. But back to the GPI, it's about $15 per person per leg, at least right now. And the legs have changed just a little bit. So you just go ahead and click on that link and figure out if it's how much is actually going to cost you, what times they run, and of course any changes that may happen throughout the season. The last one that I know of is the Flathead Glacier Transportation, which is essentially a taxi service. And when I call and talk to them, it's a little over $100. It's like $110. And really, they charge from, if you're going to go up to, say, Pole Bridge, they will take you up to Pole Bridge. They can't take you to Bowman Lake or Kintla Lake, because once you get into the park, you have to be a concessionaire to operate commercially. So they can at least take you to Pole Bridge, and then from there, you're just going to have to hitchhike. But it's $110, and if you just fly into Kalispell, they'll go ahead and take you from the airport all the way to West Glacier. But even if you're in West Glacier and you want to get up to Pole Bridge, it's still $110 because they have to drive all the way from the airport, so they're going to charge you anyway. But I believe that takes 4 people to go ahead and it's up to 4 people. So if it's a bigger group, it ends up not being as much. So that's kind of the overview of the different ones that are in the park. This is 2014. Who knows what 2015 is going to look like? So I might end up making like a persistent page that does this, but for right now, this is just one blog, and hopefully it helps you. So remember, we have an NPS shuttle that's a free shuttle that only operates on going to the Sun Road between Apgar and St. Mary. We have Xanterra shuttle, which goes between St. Mary and Many Glacier on the east side and back again, and that's $10 per person. Then we have the Eastside shuttle by GPI that runs essentially the eastern front, about $15 per leg per person. And per leg would be, East Glacier to Two Medicine, to St. Mary, to Many Glacier, and that sort of a thing. And then we also have Waterton Outdoor Adventures, who operates from the border of Canada into Waterton. And then finally, we have the Flathead Glacier Transportation, which is a taxi service. So beyond that, if you're trying to get in from Pole Bridge into Bowman Lake, you're going to have to hitchhike. If you want to get from Highway 89 along the Cut Bank Road, you're going to have to hitchhike or have your own car. If you want to get from West Glacier, say you came in on the train and you want to get from West Glacier to Apgar, you're going to have to hitchhike or walk. It's a little over a mile. Unless you're staying at Belton Chalet, and then they go ahead and shuttle their guests. So anyways, Hopefully this is less confusing than when you first started watching it. Go ahead and check out the actual blog on hike734.com, and if there's any updates to this, or if you guys know of more shuttles or something that I've missed, please let me know, and then we can go ahead and update that and kind of use it as a central repository for shuttling in and around Glacier National Park, as confusing as it is. Anyways, I'm Jake with Hike734, and I hope this helps.